Hello to you, lovely ladies and gentlemen. My name is Abraham Bolalawa. I know there are a lot of things going on in Nigeria, especially with the hardship and difficulties that a lot of people are going through. And the extent of the hardship is different for different individuals, depending on how much access you have to basic things in Nigeria. However, as young people who can make a difference in the society, while you might want to become an activist, there are some certain things that you have to take into consideration so that you will not suffer. The hardship that people are talking and complaining about today did not start today. It's been like that for a very long time. And governance is not something that can go away, as in what I mean by that is that it's not something that problem of the society can be fixed immediately. It's a gradual process. And for those who have witnessed a lot of changes over the years in their lifetime, they will attest to that. So this presentation is for you who might be activists that might want to partake or participate in change activism. There are some tips that you need to carry that you need to keep in your diary as an agent of change. 1. Never fight injustice with acts of criminality. Whatever you want to do, let it be within the ambit of the law. Do not engage in planting evidence because you want to get a bad guy. That's number 2. Don't do that. 3. Never collude with an oppressive practice. Some people, they are oppressors, and they might want to use you to oppress others. Don't engage in that. Be aware, be wary of that. 4. Never engage in any act of violence, especially that could cause bodily harm or psychological trauma to others. Always fight injustice with legality and fight within the ambit of the law. There are some fights you will win. There are some fights you will lose. You can not always be a winner. They say it is true. More importantly, always strive to improve in your knowledge and skills. It's very, very important, because if you are grounded in the what the issues are, then you'll be able to articulate better. But if you are not if you don't understand the issues, so the first thing you need to understand, to know, is to get the knowledge about the issues. And let objectivity, fairness, justice, and solidarity be your words. Always choose what you read, the social network that you join, and people you listen to. Don't think that maybe somebody is a professor or somebody is a clergy, or somebody is a religious leaders, or that, or somebody is a politician that he knows what he's doing. Sometimes they don't know what they are doing. So don't be misled. Don't be misinformed. Listen actively and never take any information on its face value, irrespective of the source. Be aware of propaganda, fake news, manipulations, and media framing. Some people have agenda that want to push. So, and they might want to use you to push that their agenda that are not for common good. So always be careful. Anything that is for common good is good. Anything that is not for common good is going to promote marginalized disaffection. And never box your opponent to the wall. Provide them with escape routes. Nothing is worth dying for. It is only a fool, a jejune, a very sick in the mind person who will want to kill or die for God, position, tribe, town, and even a country. Because anywhere that you can make a living, raise a family, feel belonged, and feel happy is your home. The world is becoming a global village. They just held the China African Summit. They held the Indonesia African Summit. They are holding different summits everywhere. Everybody wants a pie of Africa. And people should be very, very careful, because they want to make one of a country in Africa as a permanent member of the Security Council. And that might pose a challenge, especially it might create a rivalry between South Africa and Nigeria. So don't just get dragged into things that you are not really, that you don't really understand very well. Don't fight on other people's fights that does not concern you. That when I say does not concern you, I mean that that is not going to be for common good. Remember this: there are 4 cardinal points to human life. It is either you are working, or you are in a business, or you are a homemaker, or retired. Either you are studying in schools, you are in colleges, university, or you are holidaying. And it's either someone is in the hospital or living with disability. And finally, or maybe probably, that person is locked up in prison. If you cannot find yourself in any of these categories, that person is a dead person. So don't take everything on face value. Don't cause bodily harms to people. Don't engage in violence. Most of the the handbag governance that they just did, some people are in prison at the moment. They don't know their fate yet. So you have to be very, very smart when you are doing your activism. Don't just, especially if you know you are from a humble background, try as much as possible to know, to understand what the issues are. Don't be manipulated. Give respect to people as they deserve. Let them earn the respect. Don't just let anybody just say, so person is this is our problem. Because when the jungle matured, everybody is a commando.